Okay, so today we're working on a Jeep Grand Cherokee. The track bar on it has been given some play. Let me show you what the track bar is. So this is the track bar right here. Starts with this mount, comes up, curves up around here, and ends up right here, attached to the frame. So when I'm turning, this bearing right here has about probably like a millimeter, probably 2 millimeters of play in it. So when I hit a bump, it doesn't quite catch, like it doesn't stabilize the car, so it just starts like what you call the death wobble. So I'm replacing the track bar, and hopefully that'll fix it. Now, there's a few other things that it might be, but usually, you know, with the death wobble, I've heard that like 85–90% of the time it's the track bar that's doing it. So I took it to Les Schwab, and they quoted me probably about $300 to fix it. Then I went to O'Reilly Auto Parts and got my own track bar for about $70–80. And what comes with it is just the track bar itself. This is the part that connects to the frame over there, and that goes up into the mounting block that we were just looking at. So it'll be tighter there on that little hole. And then you have these little connectors as well, which just basically makes it so you can fill it up with grease so it runs, you know, smoothly and stuff. Anyway, so that's what we'll be doing today. Get the lower point off. Pretty simple to deattach. It's just a 15mm bolt. Was up in there. I just unscrewed it, dropped it out. It's kind of nice because it has this little gizmo in here that holds the other nut steady, so it makes it a lot easier. Now this other end is the one that's going to be more difficult. Up inside of there's a bolt with a cotter pin inside. I'm going to show you a picture. It's going to be a lot harder to get out. So basically where I'm at right now is that cotter pin. You can kind of see the very end of it sticking out through that little bracket right there. I'm just trying to get that out. Sprayed some WD-40 in there, trying to straighten the cotter pin to just pull it out. I'm still working on it. Alright, I got that little guy out. Now you gotta use one of these guys. I think it's called like a pickle bar or something like that. Anyway, basically all you do is you just tack it up in there. It's kind of like a pry bar of sorts, and you just pop that whole thing down. Hit this in with the hammer a few times, and it'll release that joint and drop the track bar off. Finally got out. What I found worked best is coming at it from like after. Well, I had to level it out, so I put that back in, just barely tacked it, and then on this end I came at it from a level side, like almost from the driver's side wheel, and popped it out that way. That was the easiest way. It's kind of hard to get a good swing at it with the hammer, but hey, it's out. Whatever works, right? Okay, so it's important when you're installing the thing to make sure to start with this side over here by the passenger end. The reason is because this end is solid. The other end on it has a pivot head, so even if you're not completely lined up with the hole, you can move the head around to fit inside of it. So start with the other end and end up with this end with the pivot head on it. Once you're tightening it down, I believe it's supposed to go to 25 to 35 foot-pounds of torque, and then the other one end up at 45 to 50. People were saying online that they start to break off at 55 pounds of torque, and you know that's not where you want to be. So, and I think that's about it. You know, once you tighten them down, you're good to go. Just remember, I do add videos pretty often, usually 1 or 2 a week, so don't forget to subscribe and like if this helped you.